Yogi Berra puts it well. It's like deja vu all over again. Yogi really has a way with words. Okay, so Yogi is a little redundant, but we get the point. It's like I've seen this before, or I've already had this experience, or I'm familiar with this. I've heard this story before. So when do we experience this? An example, I'm at my office. We get a call, or maybe it's an email. It concerns the story of a parent and often a sibling. The parent's story is one of vulnerability and a property taking. The parent may be alive, and if alive, is likely isolated. If dead, the outlines of an estate fight are coming into view. The caller's sibling has taken their parent's estate. Circumstances are similar. And it really doesn't matter if it's in Sacramento or in LA or the Bay Area. There's been parental isolation, and there's secrecy. There are property transfers to one sibling. There's greed. There's avarice. There is likely malice, and there is certainly vanity, oftentimes a selfish child. And I suppose a life-changing and damaging oversight. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world, yet forfeit his soul? So let's go back to Yogi. It's like deja vu all over again. I'm in a California Superior Court courtroom. Another one of our litigators accompanies me. It happens to be a mandatory settlement conference. In law, we call them an MSC. We sit with our clients. The defendant or respondent sits with his or her attorney. Or maybe I'm at a Northern or Southern California office of a large mediation, arbitration, and ADR service company. ADR stands for Alternative Dispute Resolution. There are many, among them JAMS, ADR Services, Inc., Signature Resolution, and ARC, Alternative Resolution Centers. Of course, there are also impressive individual lawyers like Ed Corey, who are masterful mediators. In any event, I'm with my clients. The opposing attorney, defendant, or respondent likely sits in a separate room. The stories are so similar, so familiar. A daughter, one of three siblings, isolates her mother from her mother's other children. She's moved her mother from her home, from her familiar surroundings. Her mother's long-held estate plan, providing for an equal split among siblings, is changed to benefit the child who causes the isolation. The child helps to arrange any meetings with the drafting lawyer. Properties, often valued in the millions, end up in the hands of the wrongdoer. And she doesn't want to let any of it go. We really don't know her primary motivator. Is it her love of money, or is it her hatred for her siblings? Whatever it is, it looks very ugly. It's disheartening. It's that simple. There are so many ways that this plays out. Maybe it's a life insurance policy. Again, with the same type of changes. A policy made to benefit all of the children, changed to benefit only one. Or maybe it's a house transfer. A parent who doesn't know that their house's title's been changed to the name of one of her children, or one of her children's spouses even. It might be a caregiver who engineers the changes. However done, it does get back to greed. And what does greed look like? INSEAD, one of the world's leading business schools, provides some answers. They're the focus of an article, 7 Signs of the Greed Syndrome. In the words of the article, the warning signs of uncontrolled greed include overly self-centered behavior becomes the first giveaway of greedy people. Greedy people are always saying, me, 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 with very little regard for the needs and feelings of others. Envy and greed are like twins. While greed is a strong desire for more and more possessions, such as wealth and power, envy goes one step further and includes a strong desire by greedy people for the possessions of others. Greedy people lack empathy, caring, being concerned about the feelings of others is not part of their repertoire. As such, they have little qualms about causing pain to others. Their inability to empathize, their lack of genuine interest in the ideas and feelings of others, and their unwillingness to take personal responsibility for their behavior and actions makes them very difficult people to be with. They're never satisfied. Greedy people look at the world as a zero-sum game. Instead of thinking that everyone would benefit as the pie gets larger, they view the pie as constant and want to have the biggest part. They truly believe that they deserve more, even if it comes at someone else's expense. Greedy people are experts in manipulation. They're highly talented in taking credit for work done by others. They can be charming, but their principal agenda is to have people around them that feed their own ego. Greedy people are into the short run. They're focused on satiating their immediate needs and leave it to others to cope with the consequences. In the pursuit of their material needs, they know no limits. Greedy people are not good at maintaining boundaries. They will compromise moral values and ethics to achieve their goals. They look for loopholes or clever ways to outsmart the rules and regulations that have been put into place to moderate this kind of behavior. The article notes that greedy people need to become acquainted with what is really essential in life, such as love, emotional intimacy, unconditional acceptance, and self-acceptance, and rich, satisfying relationships. And then I'll note, the lesson of Cain and Abel from Genesis is worth remembering. The better answer to, am I my brother's keeper, is yes. It's truly tragic to see the natural bond between siblings broken, to see greed and its toxic poison at work. At Hackard Law, we litigate estate trust and elder financial abuse disputes. And while some disputes are relatively civilized and rest upon a mutual desire toward reasonable resolution, others have battle lines drawn by actions of greedy wrongdoers. While I love my career, I wish that my clients didn't have to suffer from their siblings' wrongdoing, or a caregiver's taking, or a host of other causes that result in the need for judicial intervention. I'm sure that the devoted emergency room doctor, while in the helping profession, wishes that part of her work was unnecessary. Unnecessary because people weren't abusing drugs or alcohol, driving negligently, or shooting or abusing each other. At Hackard Law, we take significant cases where we think that we can make a substantial difference, and there is a wrongdoer who can be made financially accountable for their wrongdoing. We focus our geographic practice on California's largest urban areas, including Los Angeles, Orange, Santa Clara, San Mateo, and Sacramento counties. We speak with people who want to talk to us about their cases in matters related to estates, trust, and elder financial abuse. If you'd like to speak with us about your case, call us at 916-313-3030. We'll be happy to hear from you. Thank you.